How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Rainbow Star, coming at you with another Dokkan Battle video. And today, I wanted to do a little bit of a list for myself that I want to talk about the top 10, well, 10 units that I want to see in Dokkan right now. I know that some of these, I'm pretty sure all of these will eventually happen. It's just a question of when and how good the units will be, because you know that they decide to mess things up all the time if they're going to mess up the categories, or they don't make the unit as good as they could be, or how good they should have been selling Gohan. But I just wanted to get into a couple guys that I think would be cool. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you guys about a little something. Over the weekend, I got some Dragon Ball Super card game packs with Caitlin, and out of a random pack, I pulled this guy right here. If you guys can see that, that is Baby Janemba Corrupt Covalence. I thought this guy was pretty cool because it says he's a secret rare. And apparently this guy is worth a good amount of money. So if any of you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comment down below, or hit me up on Instagram at RainbowStarCN. And also, I want to do a giveaway for because the 5-year anniversary is coming up. I also pulled this blue Vegito right here. I know that there is a better art for this card, but he's still pretty cool. So I was thinking about doing a giveaway for him, as well as for maybe some a gift card for stones for the anniversary. So let me know any ideas that you guys have about that down below. That is an idea that Caitlin had, so obviously shout out to her. But besides that, let's get into the actual video. So as you guys have been able to see for the past couple minutes of me talking, Evolution Blue Final Flash Vegeta. And I feel like this could be a unit that is a normal attack unit, but then has maybe an active skill that's an AoE attack. Maybe you can activate it from the third turn of battle or something like that, when you have a certain amount of HP. Or maybe he's an LR that can use his active skill after he gets ki. Maybe if you get him 24 ki, you're able to use his active skill to make it a AoE attack or something like that. I feel like that could be really cool. And maybe he stuns himself for the next turn. He stuns himself either the rest of the turn or for the next turn, and then he comes back afterwards. I feel like that could be a really cool unit. And I feel like that he could be a dual DOKKANFEST LR exclusive. This could be 350 million download celebration. This could be 6-year anniversary. Anything like that with God Topo, the big dog right here. This guy, I feel like, could just be a offensive and defensive absolute juggernaut. Because he truly does dominate the entire time until Vegeta decides to start, until Vegeta has his realization moment where he starts talking about the Saiyan pride, his and his promise to Kabe and all that kind of stuff. That's the only thing. That's when he starts beating ass. Because he whoops Frieza's ass, he whoops 17's ass, he whoops Vegeta's ass. This man was clapping cheeks throughout the entire tournament, basically. He called Vegeta the second fiddle. So, I think this could carry a dual Dokkanfest extremely well. But they did just start releasing Dragon Ball Super stuff with the STR UI Goku, as well as the STR transforming Kefla. So it could be a little while before we start seeing Tournament of Power stuff again. But this is the only Tournament of Power thing I have on the list. So next, as you guys have known since since the beginning of the year at least, I've wanted this guy. Full Power Super Saiyan Broly from the Broly movie. We all thought, a lot of us thought that he could be... him and LR Merge Zamasu could have been the top legendary summon for the 5-year anniversary. we all thought that. We were slightly disappointed. Merge Zamasu was Rosé, which obviously I'm happy about. I would much rather have Rosé. But Broly was the Broly Trio, which people were very disappointed about. Are they a good unit? Yes. But this guy would have been much better. That's a fact. This man right here would have been much better. I feel like he could carry a dual Dokkanfest with like him and just a straight blue Gogeta. But we do have two blue Gogetas who do transform into blue Gogeta, but we don't have a singular named Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta in the game. And we also don't have this guy's name, so they would be two completely new units to the game, which I think would be absolutely amazing. Then, I think we need a better Ultimate Gohan. This Ultimate Gohan needs an LR or a top tier Dokkanfest exclusive, because if we look at all of the Gohans that are in the game, all the Ultimate Gohans, none of them are super impressive. Like 3 of them have easy A's and they're still not even that good. And then the STR category leader, he's been outdated for a very long time. Like even when he came out, he was hardly one of the best in the game. His team is extremely good, but he got replaced by transforming future Gohan, and like he just needs a card. Like, did he really do that much? No, but he does have one of the most badass scenes and one of the coolest fights in the series, where he literally just walks up to Boo and he's just like, "Oh, you want to fight me?" And he's just like, "No, I want to kill you." And like, imagine that voice acted, like as an active skill or something like that, or like say it's like a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks that gets his, like after a certain amount of turns or something like that, you can use an active skill and Gohan flies in instead and then has that active skill. Like how hype that would be so awesome. But obviously besides that, before Dragon Ball Super, this guy was my favorite villain, Buhan. And I think Buhan deserves a much better card as well. He does have his EZA, who is actually very good. I like him a lot more than a lot of other people do. But this guy is, like, he needs one. Like, he was the most, like, broken character in the entire show, basically, up until this point. Like, yes, Vegeta was stronger, but the craziest shit that this guy could do would be insane. And he also had this part where he was fighting Super Vegeta, and he got so pissed off that he started screaming and was gonna, like, basically rip apart, like, the fabric of the universe, which, again, could be an active skill AoE attack or something like that. This could just be his normal super attack or something like that. I think that would be really cool. I think a Buhan and Super Vegito, like, LR Dual Dokkanfest could be something that could carry very well. Above everything else, though, just as a side note, this isn't part of the video, but as a side note, if they, like, I need in my life a Dual Dokkanfest where they finally make the Extreme unit better than the Super unit. Like, Gotenks, like the new Gotenks and the new Boo are very close. They're both very good units, and you can make the argument either way. But, like, Super Saiyan Gohan is so much better than Incel. Like, Incel is really good in short events, but Gohan's good just absolutely everywhere. Like, whenever we get the info for units, the Extreme one almost always looks better, but the Super one always ends up being better. Like when we first got it for Blue Gogeta and Blue Gogeta and Super Saiyan Broly. Like, Super Saiyan Broly looked absolutely insane with his 188% attack and double supers. But then when Gogeta came out, we were just like, oh yeah, he's better. Or Trunks and Zamasu. Zamasu's good, but Trunks is just so much better. Like, they built him better. Like, they have a tendency of just making the like, they make so many more superclass units than they do extreme type units, but they always make the super class units better. But if you have such like a small, like super units probably outclass, well not outclass, but outnumber extreme class units, maybe probably like 2.5 to 1 in this game with how many there are. And like if you're gonna do that, when there's a smaller group of things, they need to be stronger than when there's more of them. Or at least sometimes. At least make them like actually perfectly on par like the Gotenks and Boo. But enough with that rant. That could be something for a completely different video. If you guys want to hear me talk about that even more in depth, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're liking this video so far, make sure to drop a like. I really appreciate it. And let me leave a comment. Make sure you guys leave a comment to see if you like more videos like this, or what type of videos you guys would like, or anything like that. But besides Buhan, we also need a Kid Buu. Because Kid Buu, and just the Boos in general, are some of the most shafted units in this entire game. They don't get key links. They only link up with themselves. And like Buu is the single most broken character in all of Dragon Ball. I don't care what anybody says. Like, yes, UI is pretty strong, but Kid Buu, he's basically invulnerable of taking damage. His attack potency is absolutely insane. He's constantly evolving and getting like more maniacal and more unpredictable. Like, he's literally playing with Goku half the time. And remember, like, Goku didn't really beat him. Like, he needed the Spirit Bomb and Mr. Satan in order to help. Like, Kid Buu was basically winning that fight. He was toying with Vegeta half the time. And I feel like this guy could be a really, really cool dual Dokkan Fest with, let me just skip over those two, with this. I feel like it's kind of like a triple exchange unit, or like an exchange unit with an active skill. I feel like we could get a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that, like, it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku slash Super Saiyan 3 Goku slash Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta would be the name. And it starts off as Goku for maybe like the first 3 turns, and after that it changes into Vegeta, who fights Kid Buu, and maybe after 2 turns of that you can use the Spirit Bomb active skill, because that's exactly how the fight goes. And I think that would be really, really cool. And I feel like the talking between Goku and Vegeta during the exchange mechanic could be really cool, and then Goku talking to Kid Buu during his active skill would be really, really cool. I think that would be awesome. I think that's something that they need to do, because whenever they add a unit that is a new name to the game is very good. Because, like, how often are you going to add Super Saiyan 3 Goku slash Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta? How often are you going to add that name to the game? You're not. It's not going to happen very often. But I feel like that, like him with a Kid Buu would be really cool. And you can't tell me that, like that pose where he's like looking over his shoulder, like smiling at you. You can't tell me that could, like, might not be some of the best art in the game. Like, that's gonna be so badass, especially with like if they have like the purple key like swirling around him. That would be so cool. But another unit that could have the best looking art in the game is this boy right here, Final Flash Vegeta. And I am sorry, there is no excuse that this man is not in the game yet. Like, how can you have a full-on Cell Saga celebration in everything that you did and not bring in a Final Flash Vegeta? Every final, like, there isn't a good Final Flash Vegeta in the game. There isn't. And it's, like, disrespectful, because this was one of the most hype moments in the entire series. Like, I still get chills when I watch it. So I don't know what the hell they're doing with that. That's so stupid. This could obviously be this. I'm not sure if this would be an active skill or his super attack. I would personally rather it be a super attack, because that would be insane to be able to see so often. And maybe he does the Cell drop kick as his 12 key or something like that. I think that would be really cool. This guy would be like super crazy. But as another exchange type unit, I want Blue Vegeta and Blue Goku. So I want, like, that needs to be So it needs to be an exchange unit of Super Saiyan Blue Goku slash Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And Blue Goku needs to do that as his super attack right there. That like Bruce Lee 1-inch punch. Absolutely. And then after however many turns or after you get to a certain amount of HP, Goku gets shot with Sorbet's laser. And then Vegeta kicks him over to Krillin. And then you have Vegeta beating his ass. And then maybe there's an active skill or something like that where Goku comes in with the Kamehameha at the end. Or, ooh, say, no, you have a, either an active skill where, like, oh, you get to see the opponent's, this would be really cool right here. This Vegeta has the ability for an active skill to, for one turn, see where your opponent is going to super attack, and if you put this card in that slot, and once they get super attacked, Whis comes in, reverses time, and Goku, it's like a super attack, like a guaranteed super attack counter, and like he does like active skill level damage to your opponent. I think that would be fucking awesome. That would be so cool. That animation would be insane. That card design would be insane. Bandai, hit me up. My DMs are open. My number's open. My email's open. If you need ideas, come to me. But finally, so we have Vegeta, Final Flash, Final Explosion, Evolution Blue Vegeta, God Topo, Full Power Super Saiyan Broly, Ultimate Gohan, Buhan, Kid Buu, Final Flash Vegeta, a Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta exchange unit, a Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta exchange unit with a Spirit Bomb active skill, and then finally Hakai Beerus. So I know we did just get a Beerus unit, like his banner is literally up on Global right now, but a way that they could do this is another type of exchange unit, because exchange might be one of the best things that Dokkan has added, because it allows for different names of characters. It allows for 2 different names of characters, actually, because you could have like the Vegeta and Nappa LR. It's Nappa slash Vegeta, but you could also have Nappa and Vegeta, where it's a combo card. There's exchange and there's combo, and it allows for 2 different cards that are basically the same to have 2 different names that you can run alongside each other. Like, say this one is a Super Saiyan 2 Goku or a base Goku that slash Beerus, where Beerus comes in with the active skill. Maybe it's a super attack counter that does this, or maybe it's a maybe every turn he's kind of like what's his name, Devilman. It's kind of like him, where every turn or every super attack you have the chance of Beerus coming in, like a 1% or 2% chance of Beerus coming in and Hakaiing and one-shotting your enemy, or maybe leaving him with 1 HP or something like that. I think like just completely destroying your enemy, a 1 or 2% chance of that would be absolutely insane, and I would love that, because that's a mechanic that only one unit in the game has, and it's like the unit's an SR. Imagine a Dokkanfest or an LR that does that. That would be insane. And it's not, I don't feel like that's like too broken, because it's a 1 or 2% chance. Like, say you're going into the Legendary Goku event, and you're like, yeah, I'm bringing this guy, I'm gonna get his ability to one-shot the opponent on my first attack against UI Goku. And then you get it against Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Or you get it against the first phase. Like, does it lower your chances? No. But it's just like, oh, I already had it activate or something like that. Like, that sucks. Like, that would be awful. But I feel like that ability would be so cool. Or like, say it's in Super Battle Road, and you have no items left, you're in the final fight, and you have 1 opponent left, and they have full HP, and Beerus and like this unit has 1 attack, and then you're getting attacked 3 times afterwards. Like, you're probably gonna die. But this unit gets its 1 or 2% chance, and you finish off the stage because you one-shot that enemy. So fucking cool. So cool. Like, there's so many awesome ideas that they can do in this game. The mechanics of this game work so well for cool stuff like this. But yeah, guys, that's the video for today. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like. If you have any units that you guys want to see in the let me know in the comments down below. And till next time, you guys, deuces.